Hello, I'm Idah from Tembalik, and we're going to learn how to forge a rebar knife. It is a mild carbon steel, a really good material to forge with if you're a beginner. So this is the knife that we'll be forging. Let's get to it.
And we flatten out our stock, right? You want to make sure you hammer from the top and then slowly towards the end of your blade. Okay, so you don't want to thin everything out at the start from the tip. You don't want to be hammering at the top only and then get it as thin as you want it and then proceed lower. You want to make sure you do it evenly, gradually, all throughout the entirety of the blade. Alright.
You don't want to be hammering only the edges. You want to strike in the middle and then slowly hammer the other parts that are thicker. Alright, so if you were to hammer only the edges, it will pinch the material. That's not what you want to do. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is bridging my knife on the anvil and then striking the high point. Okay, that's how you straighten out the stock. Another way to prevent any distortion of your knife is to make sure you hold your stock parallel to the ground. So next thing I'm doing is I'm going to get my knife back center, and how I'm going to do that is by hammering at the joint and strike it really hard.
We want to create our heel afterwards, so you want to make sure you draw this part out. Okay, once you've already flattened it out, get yourself a pin hammer, and then all you need to do is just hammer around the outside there. Okay, so now we need to make the heel of the knife. So I'll be putting the stock right outside here. I'm going to be knocking at the joint of our blade to create that little cut from the anvil for our heel. Holding to the stock. Okay. After that, you need to push it in. And then flatten everything out. Okay, so you create that cut. Alright, so our tip is nice and hot. You're gonna get your hammer and hammer right at the angle like that, okay? As you're doing this, right, you'll notice that it creates a little mushroom, okay? Because you're pushing all the material down. So before you continue doing the same thing you're doing, hammering the corner, you want to flatten everything out. Okay. Alright. Then you can continue doing, and you have to continue follow the step continuously, okay? What you want to get is for this point right here to touch this point, okay? You want to connect those 2 points. So you want to create a nice tip, and that will be our preform. Okay. So you need to make sure that Okay. Okay, so this is the pre-form. The knife. Right, have a sharp tip, have your heel, right, and you have everything in the center. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to be drawing out the material and get it thinner and wider. So when we're doing this, we want to make sure at the start that we have our knife not completely straight, have it slightly curved down, right? This way we can actually manipulate the parroting of our knife. So when we are drawing, right, we will be hammering towards us like this, okay, towards the edge. So the edge is facing me, and I'll be hammering in the center, okay, pushing all the material towards the tip, towards the edge, okay, hammering in the center towards the edge. And as I'm doing this, right, I'm going at this direction towards me. But the knife, the blade itself, the entirety of the metal will bend opposite. Okay, it will bend on the opposite direction. So I'm hammering here, my knife will bend the opposite direction, it will move that way. So that's why we want it to be slightly curved so that when we're hammering here, it will go back straight. Alright? So now I am getting the heel area hot.
So we're drawing. We want to work 2 finger spacing at a time. So we'll start from the heel and get everything wider and thinner. Get the edge to about 1 mm. And then from then on, you'll notice that the spine is curving back straight. Then after that, we'll turn the blade around and we'll draw towards the spine itself. Get the spine to about 3 mm thick. So the spine will have a taper, 3 mm, and then slowly 2 mm towards the tip. So the step will be repeated 2 finger spacing at a time. So once it's at the perfect thickness on the spine and the edge, then you'll proceed another 2 finger spacing upwards. Another tip I have is try to make it a habit to only heat up the area that you want to forge. Otherwise, you'll start losing more and more material, and it won't get to the width that you want, the width and length that you want. Once you're done drawing the blade, but you notice that your spine is slightly curved, what we can do is we can whip the blade to straighten up the spine. So the final bit of it all is to straighten up our blade and also make sure that the knife is centered to the handle. So you can do this while it's cold. There's no need to put your knife back in the fire anymore, unless you want to center up your handle. Center up your knife to your handle. Yeah, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.